Good evening, good evening. How are ya? Excellent here. Thank you very much for asking. I'm Ryan J. I was just going through some notes and taking notes and honing my skill for a sales presentation that I'm going to be doing next March in Ann Arbor, Michigan. And I wanted to just quick pop on live and teach and train what I learned from Mr. Frank Kern. There's a lot of mentors that that I follow when it comes to social media and identifying their format and how they get their message out. And this is going to actually tie into modeling is not copying. All right, so I have just recently started following Frank Kern. Excellent at direct sales, business to business sales, and like really scaling ads. He's a great ad man. He is an ad man for sure. I also follow a lot of Grant Cardone. I like his messages. I resonate with him. He speaks about getting your money right. He speaks about mindset. And, you know, if you listen to Grant, he knows that, residential real estate and multi-door real estate is the best investment ever. I also listen to a lot of Ray Higdon, and a big shout out to him today because he was actually on a Grant Cardone 10X stage today, given his speak and edifying network marketing and talking about that. So, you know, big shout out to Ray for getting the opportunity to speak on that Grant Cardone stage. And I also listen to a lot of Gary V. Now, if you listen to any of his stuff, his message is hustle hard and social media is the best time ever, and, you know, have gratitude. Those are kind of like his three pillars of content that he dives into. You know, there's no better time than right now. Work hard, hustle, and have gratitude. All right, that's pretty cool. Well, so how modeling isn't copying, all right? If you're looking at it as an aspect of, okay, who are some people that I look up to? What are they doing in the space? Now, granted, the individuals I listed off, you know, the only thing they really have in common is their ability to succeed, the hunger motivation to succeed, and that they use social media very effectively. So each one has different messages, but they use social media. So modeling my social media, like what I would want to be or become and utilize, and going with that blueprint, one may say, that blueprint of format and content delivery. Well, it's not copying, because I'm not copying the direct script or words or the format of the video, you know, word by word. I can't copy Gary V. I can't copy Grant Cardone. We're different people with different messages, but the blueprint is the same. So modeling social media presence in that aspect, well, that's all right, because what you're doing is learning from somebody that has done it proficiently, has the results that you want, has the results that I want. So to model what I'm going to do after, you know, after Frank, after Grant, after Gary, after Ray, to model myself in that aspect, well, that only makes sense. And I highly suggest and recommend that if you have a message that you'd like to get out there as well, that you use the same blueprint and format. You know, use the same thing. Now, it's not like those guys have brand new content every single day. They really mainly have 3 pillars of content that they talk about. Okay, so let's take Ray Higdon, for example. His three pillars of content, you might say. Well, he talks a lot about mindset and having a positive mindset. He talks a lot about edifying and being a big proponent of supporting network marketing. And a third, he talks a lot about well, working, putting in the work, putting in the drive and the work behind it, you know, to get what you want. He'll talk a lot about that as well. So that's roughly his 3 pillars. All right, Gary Vee has his pillars, Grant has his pillars. So with those 3 pillars of content, you know, it's not like they're reinventing the wheel every single day. They do a Facebook Live, do an Instagram Live, do a YouTube post. The material falls into those categories through a YouTube video or a live. Then they can like chop it up and edit it and, you know, have it for this social media platform over here or this over here. You know, not all of the content is live content either. No, I like going live because it's easy. I don't have to have any production value. Matter of fact, the more things are overproduced when it comes to like a live video, like if I were to have cameramen and makeup and a script, and I'm reading right off the script, you know, it doesn't seem to transfer that well when it comes to like the live video one-on-one type deal. If you'll notice that, oh, this is overproduced and this is a commercial, you know, well, you don't want to. Nobody likes commercials. That's why it's so easy to scroll. You know, but if it's like genuine raw content, like I'm live, you know, I don't have the makeup person, nor am I scripted. Gee whiz, I don't have that amount of time, nor do I really know what I'm going to talk about. That's why this is cool and it works for me. You know, so, all right. So basically what I'm saying is, like, and this is from my notes that I just took from a Frank Kern YouTube, like literally 20 minutes ago. And I'm sharpening my own steel here and getting ready for my sales presentation and my sales talk and being able to like hold this type of conversation with live people. You know, so recognizing that value in that I need to constantly learn myself and put into practice what I'm learning, it's awesome. So to remember that, you know, that necessarily using the model aspect is not copying. What you're using is a proven system of how people before you have done it that have got to the success level that you want to achieve. And from there, you know, because your content is going to be different than my content. We can talk on the same things, but it's not going to come through the same way as if I were to explain it and you're explaining the same thing. It's not the same. It's the blueprint is already there. So it's following the blueprint of what has been successful for other people, plugging in my content to that same blueprint, and then it's just putting in the work. And whether it's getting in front of the camera, being not so shy to push live, or going on IG and sharing content, or recording your first TikTok. It's at that point in time where, is what you want in your life bigger than your fear of getting it? And if it is, I wish you all the well. Yeah, so super short and super sweet, tonight. Thank you very much for jumping on and watching. Making an excellent evening, and have an epic weekend.